Hello, everybody! We are live again, reporting to you, some of us from new locations. Welcome back to another episode of Honor Among Thieves. My name is Hayden. I will be our master thief and our judge for this evening, and I am joined by very many wonderful, familiar, fun faces from Gaming Honors who are all very excited to see you again.
Wait, familiar fun faces? That's a frequent
Was
use.
it a few?
The future farmers of the fun faces of familiarity.
Oh no, Martin is lighting a fire. He is furious.
I'm fueling the flames of furious phrenology.
Yes, and we will be frolicking and fun and
Didn't you miss
All right.
that, everybody?
You guys are freaking me out.
all right, I am going to refocus us. So hello everybody. For those of you who are unfamiliar, this is our regular stream from Gaming Honors, which we all do a lot of stuff with. My name is Hayden. I help out with a lot of different things around Gaming Honors. Right now I'm working on writing an adventure, which we might talk about a little bit later in the show. But I also like to help out at the booth at conventions and run games. And I will pass off the torch, Martin, to Gaming Honors and to the viewers of the Thieves Den tonight. Who are you?
Yes, hey everybody. So I am Martin. I am the lead writer for Gaming Honors, so I do a lot. I've written several of our modules. We're third-party publisher for Goodman Games and also do some 5e stuff. When there is some social media, I am the one who often writes it, but that is not all that frequent. I also haunt the Discord occasionally and run games, which I'm looking forward to doing at Gen Con this year. And this evening, in our actual play segment, I will be, for the first time, I think, in quite a while, we actually have a cleric in our party, which should increase our chances of survival exponentially, except that I'm playing it. So that all bets are off. But I am playing Brother Reed of the Order of the Seedy Pulp. Oh, I'm sorry, Brother Rind. I can't even read my own handwriting. That makes a lot more sense. Brother Rind of the Order of the Seedy Pulp.
Brother Rind. My goodness.
Brother Reed came from the swamplands, I believe.
Yeah, that was a whole different order.
Yeah, he was a bard. I think he was a bard. He played the woodwind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Any association with the brave traveler Colbree?
Those two just happen to run into each other. Cold Brie is the muscle for Brother Rind.
Small world. Anyway.
And I was going to say, don't give yourself too much slack about not being at being a cleric, because we don't have great history on this show. So you're
Are we talking about disapproval?
You mean if Sandy is our judge?
Who's Sandy?
Yes, exactly.
I don't
the bar is set in a reasonable height.
And I already said, Sandy,
know what you guys are talking
you're
about.
a good cleric.
Now, hey, Martin, I think that you will really be showing up, even our most recent magic user, if you just can cast more than one spell.
Well, get
That
ready.
spell served us well.
Get ready for that sweet, sweet food of the gods.
Oh!
Everybody's eating with Brother Rind around.
I'm not gonna ask you what kind of food you might summon because I think I already know the answer. Anyway.
That sounds like a cooking show. Everybody's eating with Brother Ryan.
I'm Brother Rind, and this is Food of the Gods.
I don't want to give anything away, but it could be that it will resemble a kind of fedible arrangements of fruits.
Those are so pretty.
Oh, wow.
Your wordplay is failing, friend.
I'm just saying, be fruit themed, so settle in.
You faltered. I'm furious. This is unforgivable. Kate, how are you doing? And why don't you introduce yourself to all of our wonderful viewers next?
Who's that?
Hi, everybody.
Kate? Yeah,
I'm Kate. Yeah. Did you say Kate? Who'd you say?
I did. Did Kate not get my mic cut out?
No, possibly my hearing aids cut out.
I thought I said the word Kate, but maybe my mind is failing.
I thought you said fate.
Fate. There's
It's
something
fate.
taking over tonight. I think that the letter F is trying to instill itself into the annals of Honor Among
Sponsored.
Thieves history.
It's our first sponsor.
I think
Sponsored by the letter F.
I think it's a PH like phlogiston.
Oh, is it?
Ooh.
Damn it.
That makes
Sorry.
it harder to think of words, though.
Just phone home.
Yeah, phantoms among us. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, I'm Kate, and I am a friend and fan and family member, all F's of Gaming Honors.
Right in.
Ah!
Oh.
And yeah, and so when we get to play, I will be playing my dwarven character, Kent Clark, who previously was an apothecarist. Now he's roaming the landscape with these friends. And then if you see a large beastie coming up on me and maybe biting, he's got a big tail, that would be my dog Vincent. And he just had his gotchaversary was yesterday, so it's been a year that I've had him, and he's maybe slightly better trained than he was.
I cannot believe it's already been a year, Kate.
It's
I
been a
remember,
fast
I
year.
remember when that little puppy was only this big.
It goes by so fast.
Oh,
So
goodness.
fast.
All right.
Oh, I
have-
forgot to mention, he was a
Oh.
foster fail.
He was a foster fail.
And Kate, did you mention who you will be playing tonight alongside Brother Rind?
Clark Kent.
Oh yes, that would be Kent Clark. My
Oh, did I
not
say
Clark
it?
Kent, because
Yeah, did I
that's
say it
somebody
right,
else.
which is wrong? You should have said it wrong, what you're doing right. Yes, Kent Clark.
Kent Clark.
All
KC.
right.
We call him KC for short.
So, keeping us up on this, hopefully on this trend of phonetic freneticism.
Whoa. Throwing down.
Yeah,
Did
my
you just look up a thesaurus?
no,
He's
I don't own a thesaurus.
So you're saying that the frenetic pace is too much?
I'm not saying frenetic in a bad way. I'm just saying it is frenetic. Anyways, Mr. Lance, Father, introduce yourself to the people.
Yes, I am Lance. I'm one of the gaming honors gang. So, write a little bit, draw a little bit, run games, and just an all-around big supporter. And tonight, I am coming in off of the Purple Planet as well with Kent Clark, and I am playing a newly minted 3rd level Mudge warrior. And I have a very exciting moment for us. I have a hit point roll to
Oh,
level up to 3rd level.
Bum, ba-da-ba-dum.
Ba-da-ba-da, with a
Don't fail.
stamina bonus, which gives me no plus. Here we go. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 9.
Ooh,
9 more
yes.
hit points for Mudge.
I can't wait to take them all away.
You'll have to fight
Oh.
us for them.
Exactly.
I shall not fail. And then rounding us out, last but certainly not least, Andrea.
Hey, I'm Andrea. I'm the CEO of Gaming Honors, and I have fun with my friends. I fail to play, but I can do it. I am gamer.
You're finished.
I'm finished. I'm adjacent, which means that although I don't play tabletop role-playing games, I certainly love the people who do. And I have pioneered the gamer adjacent lifestyle brand, which you can purchase all of your gifts for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day, whatever
Easter.
day, Easter. That would be okay. Try to each their own. And what else am I supposed to say? That's it.
That's it.
That's it. All right. I'm here. Doing taxes today in a different zone, you know?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
sounds fun.
That's
Not
on my
fatigue.
to-do list still.
He's fiscally responsible.
That will
Not
be
at
my
all.
future.
Ugh, not at all fatiguing.
Not
Right, well,
fantastic either.
Let's pivot because there's one more F word that I'm thinking of to describe this situation, but I'm not going to use it.
Procrastinate?
Sure. So,
Pivot from procrastinate to the F's.
procrastinate.
Procrastinate.
We have a segment that we like to do very often where we talk about a couple of things that have been happening in the recent times around gaming honor. So we're just going to roll right into it, into our segment that we call So Then What Happened?
So then what happened? Then what happened?
Alrighty, so who wants to kick us off talking about good old Dungeon Denizens 2?
I will start because I just made it. I just checked a little
Yep.
while ago before the show started, and this campaign is now over $272,000,
Holy cow.
which is awesome and fantastic.
Fantastic.
It's truly
Fabulous.
fabulous and fantastic. But
Fully
I'm
funded.
fully
Fully funded.
fully funded. The reason I want to talk about Dungeon Denizens 2 now that Andrea's with us, because I feel somewhat. Well, time to
Dinner's
take the
ready.
burritos out of the oven. I feel like I should acknowledge that when Andrea was not on the show, I talked about buying the leather cover edition of the core rulebook, which there's a limited number of these autographed available as part of the Dungeon Denizens 2 campaign. I'm just putting my marker down now so that my friends who play alongside of me won't feel bad when I show up to the table with that sweet, sweet volume. Because yes, I am going to get myself a leather-covered DCC core rulebook because this game brought about this show.
Yes.
So I want
Changed his life.
it changed the entire trajectory of my former profession. So anyway, I am getting that. So there you go. If you haven't looked at the Dungeon Denizens 2, so much cool stuff on it, including a leather bound.
Wait, what
cover.
else is on? What else is in there?
Well, you can read it too. What else?
So, well,
Why don't you tell the folks while I take the burritos out of the oven?
oh no, okay. So,
He has to flee.
right, so
I don't. Wait a minute. Are you sure those are burritos? They could be fajitas.
oh,
Frijoles.
sweet potato,
Frijoles frescas.
rutabaga burritos. No, so there's I don't quite understand this. So features how to write better adventures with an essay by Martin. So Martin, that guy, this guy wrote an essay that is featured in this. How to write better
Well, not
adventures.
featured. It's included.
Included. It's featured.
It might be featured because B comes early in the alphabet. I noticed that in an email from Goodman Games. I was like, sweet. Leading
Every
the
once in a while, having a hard to pronounce name actually comes in handy.
I watched on VH1 Behind the Module, and I heard that the whole reason that Dungeon Denizens was produced in the first place was as a platform to put Martin's essay out, because they knew that that essay had to get out somehow.
many people are saying that. many people are saying that Martin's essay is going to be a really important contribution.
The great
yeah.
Dungeon Denizen
I've heard people
Buniki
say- I've heard
conspiracy of
people saying.
2025.
So anyway, I went off and I took the burritos out of the oven, and I of course forgot to turn off the timer. So that's why Andrea left. That's why we're a team, because we get to have twice as much effort for the single result.
Remember that time I ran into you on the street and I came up to you and I said, "Sir," and I shook your hand and I'm like, I really was looking for someone to tell me how to write better adventures. This essay is what I needed, sir. Thank you. You've done such a great service to the gaming community.
I do remember that, actually. Sir.
It's crazy that all that
Yes,
happened
sir.
before you guys even met.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so lots of great stuff with that campaign.
Yes, it's awesome. Go Goodman.
Yes, go Goodman. They're already past 2,000 backers, so there's a veritable army that anybody who hasn't already backed can jump in on, join the Dungeon Denizen force.
Yeah, there are at least 2,500 people in the world, right? So they could definitely increase the number of backers.
I thought there could even be as many as 3,000 people in the world, you know? Am I...
I mean, there's 7 of us right here online, so surely.
All right. I apologize. I obviously have caused offense with over assuming how many people exist in the entire Earth. But
Vitani Morrow makes a great point. One of the cool stretch goals for this campaign is that as they've reached certain thresholds, they're inviting backers to submit monsters. So if you want to join the fast-paced, fun world of of game creation, game design,
What's your monster, Martin?
I guess it's all dinosaurs all the way down. You can submit a monster for possible inclusion in Dungeon Denizens 2. So it's a great way to get a publication, get some experience of game design.
And up to 14 will be added so far.
Holy moly, up to 14 monsters. So put on your thinking caps and come up with those dinosaurs.
it looks like we are only a few
wait.
thousand.
I have a beef about dinosaurs.
Oh, okay.
So when we were growing up, I don't know about you, Hayden. This will be the test. I learned that there was such a thing as a brontosaurus. Right?
Sounds
Right?
about right.
With the long.
I loved that one.
It is now called an apatosaurus.
Why?
Does that
I
sound
don't
familiar to you, Hayden?
What did
No.
you?
All the
No.
Brontosaurus just went to Pluto.
You say brontosaurus, and I say yes, that's a dinosaur. You say apatosaurus, and I say, what monster manual did you pull that out of?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I think that they discovered that what they had previously thought was a different species, the Brontosaurus, was actually part of this already existing or larger species called the Apatosaurus. Thus the confusion.
Yes. Well, they've.
Well, I hope the guy that discovered the Brontosaurus is already dead by the time they took away his glory.
Yeah. You know, his name was Herman Bronto.
That's what I figured. My life's work is destroyed.
Poor Bronto. I want to shout out one of our audience members for really cutting through the meat of this conversation. Dice Station Zebra's asking the real important question, regardless of what you call it, if dinosaurs are considered beef.
I would
And
consider them more like chicken. 'Cause I think they're more like birds or like turkey.
Let's consult our resident vegan. Kate?
are dinosaurs foul?
I don't even eat the animals that have gone extinct. However,
Possibly lay
I
eggs.
thought maybe they had to change the Brontosaurus name because they realized that that copy of Wuthering Heights they found next to the fossils was like not from the same time.
That could be.
Oh, I want to just chime in. We all know that when it comes to getting things right, we're lucky to have Keith in the chat. He says that there is a family of Brontosaur now, similar to the Apatosaurus. So perhaps the Brontosaurus, you can
Okay.
put down
my.
lay down your arms, Andrea.
Oh.
We are looking towards a world where the
Oh, yeah.
brontosaur and the apatosaur can live together harmoniously.
It
So
might be
I've
our
got a
best
shout
shot
out.
for that.
I've got a shout out to Cthulhu because before I even looked down at the chat, that's what I thought. You know, dinosaur, the other white meat.
That's unicorns.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
Right.
I
But
think that's all we got on that.
Yeah, Hayden, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
don't be sorry. I absolutely was in love with the conversation that we just jumped down.
Important.
But
Yes.
Dice Station Zebra is saying, lay down your T-Rex arms, but that's hard because they're so short. Down.
speaking of less desirable creatures to eat, though, I think less than $3,000 away on Dungeon Denizens from hitting the next stretch goal monster, the beetle. If anybody else would like to try to pronounce that any differently, I would love to hear it. But XXXTCHX, a little bit hard on the tongue.
I think it means kisses. It's a kissing monster.
I love a good insectoid that kills you with kindness. It's my
Aw.
favorite kind. Anyways, when we were talking about those, 3,000, 2,000 to 3,000 people on the world, one of the things I thought about is probably at least 50 to 100 of those people have to be pirates. And Martin, that got me thinking about Curse of the Dregdomor.
Oh,
I thought it made you think of riddles.
oh, because so yes, Curse of the Dregdomor. That is an adventure that I co-authored with Dustin Ritchie of the Role Seekers and the Legend of Nibel, which is an actual play live stream, which is very cool. You should check it out. And you can hear, you could, I can't even get into it. I play a character named Whisper on that show, where I'm like an amazing thief. So yes, Curse of the Dregdomor, there it is in the chat, and I think that they're less than $2,200 away from unlocking a stretch goal for that
Ooh.
module,
Way to go.
which is 2 additional alternate endings if things go south for the players. Which, having both play tested this game and edited it, I can tell you that the chances are good that things might go south. So those will be really great to unlock. The art is amazing, and so yeah, that's a really fun campaign. And it's the Role Seekers and Dustin's first.
Mhm.
So we've been providing our grizzled veteran knowledge to Dustin to help him along, and yeah, it's going great.
I got in there today.
Oh, thank you so much, Lance. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm ready. So is Whisper a thief?
Roll it. He is a thief.
He's a rogue. So, like, is your nickname Careless Whisper?
Roll it. Time can never mend.
Oh,
I came up with his name, if you remember, when we played in the Dungeon Crawl Classics tournament for the first time. I played a thief named Whisper. So this
are
is
you talking about the first time that we played when we won the entire thing?
right that time? So this is like my homage. It's my homage to that character.
Got it.
See, Andrea loves this accent.
I so
She
don't.
really.
The only thing he's better at stealing than treasure is your heart.
I think her feelings about that accent are somewhere love adjacent.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, as much as it's exciting to talk about Kickstarters that are currently happening, it's also fun to talk about backer kit campaigns that probably will happen at some point in the future.
Yes.
So, yes, we had, I think, probably the penultimate playtest. Ooh, now we're going to do peas for the rest of tonight, guys.
Andrea, it's a family show.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, geez. Of the adventure that I've been working on, that we will bring more details out about soon, but I was really excited, Martin, for you and Chris to finally come back after missing a couple sessions. And yeah, I think we're down to the final room and the final confrontation, so the next session is going to be this finale. We had such wonderful occurrences this time as Martin trying to crawl up a rope outside of a building up 5 stories when he could have taken the stairs. Martin, do you want to...
Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that particularly pleasing predicament. I'm playing a dwarf in that adventure named Sledge, and somehow my dwarf had the highest agility score, and she's already laughing. And so we didn't know, we thought the quickest way to get to the top of this tower after going through all of this rigmarole was just to cast Spider Climb on the dwarf and have him climb up with a rope. But we got the lowest possible result on that Spider Climb. And as I was climbing, I, of course, did slip and fall. But luckily, my brave party members were holding on to the other end of the rope. So I just swung around like a Foucault's pendulum, back and forth around this tower, and then like bashed into the side of the tower until the momentum finally stopped. It was a good physics lesson. Took a few points of damage.
Don't you have a physicist at the table?
No, just
No,
we
a
have
chemist.
chemists and biologists.
Yeah,
So
okay.
they don't know a thing. So anyway, I climbed up. They don't know science. I climbed up the rope, and that's when Hayden said, and we prepared to try again.
Yeah.
We need to try again. And Hayden, in a moment of mercy and judicial intervention, said, I just want to remind you there was a staircase. So we did then change our mind and go up the staircase. And I do think that as you write the module for publication, Hayden, you probably do want to include a note to the judge. If your players try to use a rope, dissuade them. Just a thought. Or just let them try.
Well, we're play testing, and the idea of trying to climb the tower had come up so many times. I figured that I'd give you guys a go on seeing how it would play out. I just wanted you to go to the window so that you could see that things outside were not as you expected them to be in a certain regard. But then I think we got a little caught up.
That's
I was pursuing the possibility of prestidigitation when Martin plummeted and pounded himself and got pummeled into the side of the parapet.
Well, if we're
Whoa,
gonna talk about
dang.
prestidigitation, I can't do the wordplay, but I do want to highlight that we lost our memories. Lance tried to make an argument. Those of you who play Dungeon Crawl Classics, you might be spell cantrip. Cantrip can do many things, but I've never seen a player try to use it to like do an affirmation. Lance's character took out a mirror, stared at the mirror, and tried to cast a cantrip on it that would help him remember himself.
Like, yeah.
You're the best.
You look so good.
Yeah,
I'm good enough. I'm strong enough. And gosh darn it, people like me.
Hayden, it was amazing watching you try and give your dad a go at that, because
I loved thinking, okay, how can I have this go off and give him something that doesn't give him more than this should get?
Yeah.
But it's wizards don't pick their spells, so they got to work with what they have.
Yeah, you said it.
And Andrea, don't worry about us not having physicists at the table. I can guarantee you that having Rob there, every time plant life or animals appear in the adventure in almost any form, he can find a way to ask 50 questions that you would never want to be asked by a human being.
Yeah, a bunch of pollen spores float on the wind. Well, wait a minute. What's the density of that pollen? And you said that it wasn't very windy in here. That pollen wouldn't be floating.
My favorite from him I think we'll end off on this and then we can move on to our next segment. But I want all of our audience to think about this next time you're playing DCC. His character is notoriously stinky. And when the enlarge spell was cast on his character, he asked the wonderfully pointed question of, when I'm enlarged, does the bacteria on my character also proportionally grow with them?
Oh,
That's right. Which is a
And
horrible image.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that nonstop ever since it came out of his mouth 2 days ago.
His choking cloud scent expands with him when he gets enlarged.
Yeah, we know that armor and weapons and other gear also enlarge. So of course, if you've got mites or other sort of disgusting insect infestations, they're going to grow too.
Well, I hate that that's exactly the logic that I thought when I answered the question.
You can see by Andrea's face how much she wants to play now.
Yeah.
I know, this is really incentivizing her to end her gamer adjacent streak.
Actually, I believe, wasn't it one of the playtesters' characters that got enlarged, and that's how that tapeworm ended up in Chaos Before the Mast, down in the...
No, but that is an awesome idea. We never actually accounted for why that... Well, but the tapeworm was just in the giant... The thing. That if you play Chaos Before the Mast, you know. From Gaming
Spoiler
Up.
alert.
That thing that's in the adventure that we're not going to say. Also, a shout out to the audience on keeping up with the alliteration game with us. They're doing a killer job of it. But
It's perfect.
It's powerful.
and it's time to pivot.
Oh,
Plentiful.
Dice Station Zebra got a precarious in there, and then Cthulhu got a poisonous. Oh, it's potent. Oh no, it's coming.
All right. Well, I'm putting us off of this, and we're going to pivot to our next segment, where we look not to the future,
Perfect.
not to the past, but we look to the future. We're going to see what's going on coming up, and that is called I Scry with My Little Eye.
I scry with my little eye.
All right, Andrea, in less than a month, it will be time. Time for what? I will let you tell us.
We are so excited about Dungeon Con. Like, here it is. It's in Indiana.
Yeah.
Bum-ba-da-bum.
Closer, right? It's closer than Gen Con.
Yeah.
So we are
Mhm.
like distributing game fun to another part of the state
In Fort Wayne.
in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Everybody's bucket list. Fort Wayne. All right. So we are so that is May 3rd.
Yes.
May 3rd. May 3rd is Dungeon Con. Be there, be square. And the night before, if you want to hang out with us, we're going to be there. We're going to be there at Game Quest. It is a local, it's your favorite local retailer of games, and they have a great space where we can all play. So we've reserved tables, and we'll probably bring some snacks and things like that, just to have some fun.
They're all rutabagas, though.
But we want to see
Rutabaga muffins, rutabaga chips, rutabaga soda.
Rutabaga goulash.
Rutabaga paella. Rutapaella.
So anyway, we'll get something better than all of that. But but we would love to see you. So sign up. I don't know, Elena, if I sent you that link to put up.
It's in the Discord, right, Hayden? Isn't that something you helped us, or Kate helped us do that before? So if you go to the Gaming Honors or Honor Among Thieves Discord, which I also don't know how to tell you how to get to, you can go to
You can sign up.
and sign up on Eventbrite, so we know that you're coming. And
Yeah.
of course, people can just show up, but we want to make sure that we have enough. Our team is going to be there to run games and bring pre-gens. We're going to be running modules, but it will just help us if we know.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank
you, Elena.
Tony Morrow.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah, exciting.
And I should say, if you haven't registered for Dungeon Con, the badges to play are sold out, but you can still get tickets to go to the warehouse sale, which is going to be its own kind of adventure. Having been in that warehouse, I can tell you that it's like the movie Phases and Fonsters starring Strom Hanks. Going down in the steam tunnels and pretending you're actually in an adventure. That's the way this warehouse is. So it's gonna.
How are people gonna get in? You have to like drive into the warehouse. Like, how are people gonna get in?
They're gonna have to walk in.
They're gonna have to walk in.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is
Is
just
it tr-
amazing mystery.
On foot.
is
On
it true that
foot.
they're doing they're gonna do like the Roman Colosseum forklift chariot race?
I really hope so. That is a great idea. Yeah, and t-shirts. They have custom t-shirts available.
They do?
Yep.
Oh.
So they have. You can still. I don't
Did
know.
you
if-
get me one?
I did get you
Oh,
one.
thank you.
Pre-orders might have ended, but they will have some available at the door. And there's also a program with
Uh-oh.
an adventure I wrote set in that warehouse. So, oh my gosh, there's a fair amount of inside Goodman humor about that warehouse in the adventure.
Yes.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where Martin wrote the adventure, and then Joe and the gang was like, "We have to do a convention to get this adventure out there."
Yeah. Martin just cannot help
Martin
himself
needs a
but
platform
inspiring
for
all
this
these
adventure.
events.
Totally.
Ugh.
I think I might have said that one of the greatest moments of my life, second only to marrying our CEO
you.
and to having my children, was commissioning and writing the lyrics to the Honor Among Thieves soundtrack. Like, put that on my tombstone. Right under that on my tombstone may be this warehouse module. Really, I think I've served my life purpose.
Awesome.
I can't wait to read it. Martin Bunicki, when the lights are low and the lights are low and the lights are really low.
That's what they
There's
need.
stuff to buy in the warehouse.
When your credit's low, when your credit's low. Maybe for the second year, because I'm confident, considering badges I think sold out in like 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah, geez Louise.
I'm really hopeful that Goodman Games is going to do a second year. We should probably push for a Stop Drop Rewind concert.
Oh yeah.
Where they could
I'm all in for that.
They could play Honor Among Thieves, and Kate, maybe you could give them the sheet music to all of your incidentals from the show. Castaways on the Purple Planet,
Yes,
punk style. I can hear it.
totally. Hey,
Uh,
I scribed something I wanted to mention that is playing related. So it
Ooh.
is not playing games related. I am actually in rehearsals now to play. It's just going to be a fun thing, but in California, in Hollywood, there's a Turner Classic Movies movie festival coming up at the end of April. And so I play in this really interesting group that plays live accompaniment to silent films. And so they're doing, as part of the film festival is, of course, there's all kinds of really cool movies. I mean, and then they're doing some David Lynch stuff because he
Ooh.
passed recently, and then it's just fun all around. But then we're doing a show, so ours is on the 27th in the evening at Egyptian Theater. And so if anyone happens to be in that LA area and wants to come see something really unique, it's a really cool thing. Actually, before I started doing it, I didn't know what I was getting into, but it is a really fun way to watch a movie with live music. So yeah, so that's coming up at the end of the month.
Are you doing Cecil B. DeMille, Birth of a Nation, or what are we doing here?
Oh, I forgot. Yes. No,
No, not that
No.
one. Okay.
no, it's actually a movie called Bojest, and they had to what do you call it? Like remake it, reconfigure it, because of course with a lot of those old movies they've been destroyed over time. This one in particular, they didn't have a copy, I guess, and so a lot of work went into piecing it together, I guess, from film that they did have. So it's going to be a premiere of that as well.
So they didn't reshoot it, but they had to like okay.
Yeah, they were able to.
Restore.
Yeah, it's way
Restore.
beyond what I know about reel to reel movies, but
I like
But
the
it's always
idea of
really
them
cool.
reshooting it. Like here's George Clooney doing a silent film.
yes. Yes, I mean it's quite fun because it's always that. It's like, and then the card comes up. I know. Yes.
Okay, but what's
You
the
know who
line?
I
What's
heard
the
was
line,
re-
George? We talked about this.
I heard that with this rebirth of silent films now, I heard that Silent Bob is really in high demand out there right now.
Oh, nice. So, Kate, someone did ask, do you have any solos? I remember that you did this once, and you had like a long snare drum solo to imitate a plane taking off. You got anything cool like that on this one?
It is not anywhere near that long, thankfully. So that yes, we played the Telluride Film Festival, 10 years ago maybe, and we did a really long film, and so there was a 15-minute snare drum solo in there.
Wow.
And I got a standing ovation, and probably because people were happy I was done. But it was a really long takeoff scene. But this is actually it's a military based film, the plot, and so it's tons of snare drumming and bugling. And actually, my best friend plays trumpet, so she and I play a lot of military calls together. So
Cool. That is
it'll be fun. So if anyone happens to be out that way, I thought I would mention it. I'd love to see you.
Can you type the date again in the chat and where, in case there are California viewers who want to get in on this coolness?
Absolutely.
We should take a trip.
Yeah.
Start walking now.
You have
Yeah.
a also credit.
All right. Martin, earlier I'm so sorry. I feel like I misled you by talking about pirates and you thought that we were about to get into the riddle game, but now it is time to actually, really, truly, and honestly get into Riddle Me Timbers.
Riddle me timbers. Riddle me timbers. Riddle me timbers.
All right, Martin is suited up for tonight's game of Riddle Me Timbers. This is the riddle game where I'm going to ask a series of riddles to all of our contestants, and they have to answer but they have to answer in a pirate voice. And if they do so and get the answer correct, then I am going to roll an ever-increasing die value to track how many points they get. And they all are going to have one opportunity to pirate the points from either their opponents or themselves. And if they want to do that, I'm going to roll a die. And if it gets higher, then maybe they get the points instead. Is everybody ready to answer some riddles?
So ready. Keith, you're going down.
You may think you're ready.
I know lately we've been losing to our viewers in the chat, so hopefully tonight I'm doing a little better.
Let me get my sheet ready so that I can write down everybody's points and
Why don't
leave
you get
space.
your sheet together, would you?
I will get my.
I love that salt air in me nostrils.
And I'll leave a couple of spaces open for when the viewers inevitably get the leg up on you.
Shiver me timbers.
The peg leg up on you. All right.
Har, har.
It be time for riddle number 1. Here we go. When cheaply made, they crumble fast. But if laced with love, they're built to last. What wears away based on your pace and decorates a stinky place? Kate!
Would that be some sort of a running shoe? A sneaker?
Yes, I do indeed be a shoe. You are correct. And for answering the shoe, you get a D10. Here we go. 7 points to start on the D10.
I just be pondering why it decorates a stinky place.
Martin, be you not buying decorative shoes?
All right, I suppose not. All right. My foot is the place. I'm putting it together.
Indeed, you be decorating your feet with them stylish sneakers.
All right, now I be seeing it.
Anyways, let's move on to riddle number 2.
He not be wearing shoes on his peg leg?
I suppose not. That's understandable.
One of those little felt things you stick on the end so you don't scratch in the wood floor.
He's accustomed to the plain old but reliable pirate boots. He be not thinking about the style when he's walking around on the poop deck.
Me pirate.
I used to wear 2 shoes when I had 2 legs, but then I got me leg bit off by a grumpus, and I got this peg leg here, so I didn't need the other boot, and I threw it on the shore. And lo and behold, when I came back, there was an old woman living there with a bunch of children.
Where she came from.
She was a fishwife.
All right, it's time for riddle number 2. This blocks the wind on a normal day, but when it's whipping, stay away. Like an open book, we look through, see? Unless shuttered for privacy. Oh, I saw Martin's hand go up a split second before Andrea's.
Be it a window?
It do indeed be a window. And so Martin gets the D12, and he comes up with a 5.
I'll be pirating those points for Martin right there.
And we have a pirate request here. We get another roll here on the D12.
The Stitch is right. She says that was a yarn if ever she heard one, Lance.
And Lance, you be getting 8 points.
Oh, I pilfered
Ooh.
and pirated 8 points.
He did.
Pleased.
And he's now leading the pack, 1 point ahead of Kate. All right, on to riddle number 3. Also, I apologize for my glasses constantly bopping the microphone. I'm in a new setup, and I'm trying to get my bearings. I'm spatially confused.
It looks pretty blurry there.
I be not ready to show you all of the stolen goods that I've yet to put away.
Personal space is fun and fundamental.
All right, here we go. Riddle number 3. Swept up in your chores or the heat of a storm. It's under your nail, between the floorboards. It follow. Oh, all right. Andrea?
Be dirt.
I'll be finishing the riddle and then telling you whether it be dirt. It follows your roots till the moment they flee. From it springs life, albeit slowly. And yes, it is indeed dirt. Andrea, You be getting the D14 for correctly answering the dirt riddle. And you be getting 9 points.
Still saving it.
All right. All right, we'll do 2 more riddles. We'll do a
I
point
would
check
like
in
to answer
here.
the next riddle now. An armadillo.
Sure.
R. No. All right. So we've got Andrea in the lead, 1 point ahead of Lance, who's got she's at 9 points, Lance at 8 points, and Kate at 7 points. It's neck and neck, folks. All hands.
What is Martin at?
Whoa, I like your
Oh,
All right, not be liking the cut of that jib.
Your
Here's the
poor
salt
penniless
rubbing in the
pointless
wound.
she's as cold as ice.
Pirate husband.
All right, it's time for riddle number 4.
Watch out for she'll chew you up.
All right, for the D16. Perform it with dragons or mayhaps of life. Some rhythm and movement, yes, that will suffice. An act without language to complicate, see? The center of festivals, studios, glee. Lance!
I don't know. Is R be ye combat?
No, I not be combat.
Hmm.
Kate?
The mime show?
No, I be not the mime
Oh,
show.
one more time. One more time.
Sure.
One more time, please.
Indeed. Perform it with dragons or mayhaps of life. Some rhythm and movement, yes, that will suffice. An act without language to complicate, see? Martin?
Be ye dancing.
I do indeed be dancing.
Oh.
Well
Your
done.
mime is like dancing.
R
Who
me
the hell dances with dragons?
It's like the parade. I'm thinking of that.
Yeah.
Were you thinking the parade?
It'd also be the name of a book by George R. R. Martin.
It do.
Oh, of course.
That be true.
For the D16 on Dancing with the Dragon. 11 points.
I be pirating.
All right.
You be
Andrea.
Huh?
Andrea be engaging in delayed piracy. Here we go. And she be getting 13 points.
Oh.
All right.
Sometimes
Coming-
crime do be paying.
popping, dude.
Coming into the final riddle, Andrea is in the lead with a mighty 22 points, followed by Lance at 8 and Kate at 7, and no other participants, no other nope, no, not. All right, here we go.
Goose egg.
The final riddle to round out the night. Some are known to roll, Some are known to roll, or they might hold fast. The variety of their structures is vast. They see much of your life, and though it sounds crazy, the largest among them might still be called lazy. Lance.
Be ye a stone?
No, I be not a stone. Kate?
I be you and I?
No, I not be an eye.
One more time, please.
I would call attention to the last line. I feel like we glossed over it. Some are known to roll, or they might hold fast. The variety of their structures is vast. They see much of your life, and though it sounds crazy, the largest among them might still be called lazy. Kate already threw out an answer here, so I'm waiting for a second to see if Martin or Andrea might get an idea on it. All right. I might cycle back to Kate.
Well, I would be thinking like a lazy boy armchair.
I do indeed be a chair. Arr, well done.
Wow.
Well done on the vagueness, but the lazy boy connection.
Because a chair does be rolling. If you had
Arr.
said it be rocking,
Mm, that's a good point.
old timers.
I think you
Anyways,
should have had something about an electrocution execution in there. Then chair would have been more obvious.
Or running a meeting.
Exactly.
okay, well, rather than talking about the electric chair, I'm gonna roll the d20
Be listening to
now.
the peanut gallery.
I like how we're all giving Hayden notes.
Kate, you
Keith,
be taking 13 points on your d20.
I be pirating him. I be pirating him.
And Martin be trying to pirate the points. All right, Martin, here we go on the d20.
Don't let me in with nothing.
Martin, you just rocketed into second place with your 18 points.
Oh.
Congratulations on it.
I be pirating those points.
I don't know if we be normally doing double piracy, but there's only like a 1 in 10 chance that you'll be ahead of it, so I kind of want to just give it a go. No, you went back to 11 points, Kate. Martin's keeping them.
We call it PP or P squared. And Hayden, I'm feeling so bad for you. I didn't notice when I moved you into the new apartment that your new place was so blurry.
Yes, it do be a curse that I live not being able to see anything in me own home. But it's a life I have chosen. It's easy to hide the goods that I pirate. All right, Andrea, I must congratulate you with 22 points. You are tonight's riddle master.
Yes, give me that chum.
Oh, yes, the chum bucket is yours.
The golden chum bucket.
Yours.
All right, so well done, everybody. That was a good night. We got everybody on the board. We got everybody on the board. Heck yeah, I love it. And that, though, is not the only game that we tend to play. So Andrea has won the golden chum bucket, but a little voice told me that there's still a pallet of filth that is up for grabs in tonight's game of So You Think You're a Peasant. All right, everybody. In this wonderful game, So You Think You're a Peasant, you, if you want to follow along, should turn to page 22 and 23 of the Dungeon Crawl Classics rulebook, where the occupation table is laid out with a D100 roll and a range of options. I'm going to roll my D100, and we are going to go to the occupation, and all of our contestants are going to have 2 minutes to find me the trade good that results from the occupation that I roll. So here we go. That's fun. I rolled a 100. That doesn't happen very often. You are all woodcutters? I need a bundle of wood. Give me a bundle of wood in 2 minutes. All right, personal experience tells me that Mr. Lance is probably going to be back in a relatively short amount of time. I do not know what everybody else is going to be coming back with, but I am so curious to find out. This would have been a great one to roll in like November, December, when everybody was stocked up and ready to go. Oop. I just saw a shadow pass by in the Bunicki household. I think I see the fridge of somebody looking for a pile of wood. Oh my goodness. Oh.
I was afraid.
Okay. That was wildly entertaining to see the flashes in the background as you guys are scrambling around looking for things.
It could be that great minds have thought alike here in Gaming Honors World Headquarters. And now you're just trying to.
You'll love to see it. I am surprised. All right, we're past the minute mark. I am so surprised that the Hodge household just didn't involve him driving a backhoe like through the wall with like 10 piles of wood pouring out of it.
He's probably starting it up right now.
That's
Everything else.
No.
I'm gonna show this episode to my grandpa, and he's gonna be like, "See, I'm always telling him he needs to cut more wood."
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Welcome back, Kate. We only have 15 seconds left.
He might
Whoa,
disqualify
he's
himself. A DK
What?
bundle of wood for a man who lives in the forest.
Maybe he got lost in the woods.
I think my friend who just helped me move some of my stuff is watching the show. He was texting me about my blurry apartment problems. Hey, Mark, if you're out there, thanks for helping me move some heavy equipment. I appreciate it.
Hey, Mark, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Ah.
We're here every other Sunday.
Welcome back, Mr. Time Pusher. I'm surprised. I thought that we were going to have a really quick return from the woodcutting master, but anyways, we're going to have to go through our group and see all of our bundles of wood. I saw Andrea return a split second before Martin. Andrea.
He can go first.
No, let her go first.
You go first.
Hayden's the judge.
Andrea, you go first.
I have magical wood. It is not just regular wood. It is magical wood because it is full of different colors of wood. There's a purple wood and a blue wood. And so when you light this wood on fire, the smoke is colored different colors and it's magical. And there's a unicorn.
Is there really?
The end.
And it may cause respiratory problems, so kids, don't breathe this in a home.
A carcinogenic bundle of wood.
Don't use colored
Someone's
pencils in
unicorn.
your fireplace if you are allergic to them.
I appreciate the warning. I'll keep that in mind next time I'm thinking about burning my colored pencils.
Yes.
All
it's
right.
Past color spray. Would that I know what that means. It is.
We would call
Ooh.
that maybe possibly like prismatic spray.
Possibly.
Mhm.
All right, Martin, Andrea really wanted you to go first. What do you?
Yeah, because we had similar concepts
see.
in our pursuits, but I will say that whereas hers are clearly pencils, mine are logs.
Wow.
They are petite logs, halfling sized, or from the Fey realm. You have a bundle of wood like this. You just sit it in your fireplace. You can make a pyramid out of it. So this is truly a bundle of wood.
What are those silver things on the ends of that wood?
Those are the handles to hold
The
the bundle,
wood
hold the
handles.
bundle together. You saw nothing.
I'm excited for the Fey Realm ceremony later, where they're going to pray to their gods Dixon and Ticonderoga.
Well, that's the
Very
number
exciting. Number 2 gods. All right. Well, thank you both for showing us your
wood.
petite bundles. Kate.
What's your wood? Nice job. Why don't you also talk about licking the carpet at Gen Con while you're at it, Martin?
Kate, go!
Go.
Kate, go! Kate, go! Go now!
Being the woodcutter that I am, I had many boxes of wood to choose from because I keep it for fires up at the cabin. But I did in fact cut all this wood off
Oh,
of my tree.
of course
over
you
the
have
summer.
a box of wood. What the heck?
I have a box of wood. And then it made my dog extremely excited, so I had to give him a piece because he loved this stuff. Here you go.
Wow.
Stop now.
Yeah. Do you keep that in your house?
Well, in the garage. I'm a little bit
Okay.
afraid that's like probably all the spiders are crawling on me right now.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Wow, Kate, that's crazy.
I want to come up with an entire new occupation table to play this game with, just based on like the most ridiculous things that I could put on it and see what you would bring. Like,
You'd have it.
I know the interdimensional portal to Mars. Anybody? Let's.
I would like you to go into the forest and get me a herring.
All right. Well, we have the Vincent Vega favorite bundle of wood, and then from the Hodge household.
Yes.
Bye, Lance.
There he goes. You know how the game works, right?
Are we supposed to just look at his chair? Is
Does he
that
follow
what...
you?
Oh.
What is this?
Hey guys,
Those trees.
it's my bund. I haven't. I'm a terrible woodcutter. I haven't split him into thirds yet, so I can barely fit him in the house. But
What the heck?
I
To be honest,
called
I have
it.
some of those in my yard too. I didn't actually finish cutting all the wood last summer.
I called it, didn't I? I said this is an episode that's gonna make Mike Hodge go. I told him to split that wood.
Wow.
Well,
I'm feeling a little bit inadequate, but
Okay, guys.
I do not worry.
it's not the size that matters.
No,
It's what you inhale. It's what you
how big is
inhale
the
when it
bundle?
burns.
you know that Schmendrick has the enlarge spell, so don't
I
feel bad.
know. All right, it's gonna. Oh, the survey's already up. I'm starting to vote right now.
Everybody, get on that survey and vote for your
Let's do
favorite,
it, vote.
for your favorite bundle of wood.
Let's enjoy our
Cut that wood.
What?
Say cut it.
Oh,
Oh, I'm almost winning
How is that?
because nobody's voting.
Oh man.
It's my favorite kind of election.
If
Oh,
I
let's
get
see.
bitten by a spider, I'm gonna look for reimbursement from Gaming Honors for my medical bills.
Good luck.
You can have everything there.
You can have our entire profit margin.
oh, there is no profit margin now. Have you heard about the tariffs? Next
Yeah.
show, we're going to just talk about the tariffs' impacts on gaming honors.
Everything's
Yeah,
gonna rhyme with tariff.
Every time he tries to take the trees in through the front door, he's stopped by an international tax agent.
That's right.
For
Well-
all of our international viewers, we're very sorry.
Yes, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
It is really none of our fault.
No, we have bundles of wood. We're good people.
And I'll be burning it next winter because all of my investments are gone.
That's right. There is no money left.
All right, well, I'm nothing if not a man of the people, and over 50% of the people, not even a plurality, a majority, have decided that big bundles of wood are back in fashion. So I guess tonight the palette of filth goes to the Hodge household. Mr.
Yeah.
Lance, you are a tree-felling peasant.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. I'd like
like
to thank all of my fans.
Joss
Thank
Stitch
you.
not only voted, she was like naming the tree. Is it a birch, Lance?
Vincent's just picking out from the
I
from the
believe
box like it's a
you know
library.
what? That is absolutely fantastic because yes, I do believe that is correct.
It is birch. I thought you were looking for a label, and I was going to tell you no luck.
Oh no, I was looking at the bark, and yeah,
Ah.
it is. Yeah, it's very smooth. I think it is birch.
So you think you're a birch?
It's either
Maybe
that
get
or it's really
busted.
young. Might be really young ash tree too. I don't know. Oh, but birch, I think.
While you guys discuss that, I'm gonna take this box of spiders and wood sticks out.
Okay, you can wait. We have a segment.
That's right. We have a transition that you can do that during into our adventure segment for the episode. Are we still using? I think we're still going to just use the intro from before.
Yep.
So it's time for castaways who are no longer but once were on the purple planet.
Cast away on the purple planet, cast away. They survive the purple planet castaways. Can they escape the purple planet castaways? They're castaways on the purple planet castaways. Castaway on the purple planet castaways. They must survive the purple planet castaways. Can they escape the purple planet castaways? They're castaways on the purple planet castaways. Castaway on the purple planet castaways. They must survive the purple planet castaways. Can they escape the purple planet castaways?
All right, everybody. If you will recall, last time our party fought off a monstrous creature, a beast so disgusting that it would prey upon the innocent and beautiful rutabaga, the wire worm. But after it was felled, we heard a little bit of a chittering noise coming from the darkness. And so, with our party rallied once again, Brother Ryan, Kent, and Mudge, the chittering is revealed in a moment. The source comes out, and a cluster of 6 giant clicker beetles approach and are ready to follow up on what the wireworm had started, the consumption of rutabagas, and they know that you are ready to stop them and besiege you immediately. And we are going to need initiative rolls from all of you for the clicker beetle fight. Okay. Brother Rind.
11.
Brother Rind comes in with an 11. Kent Clark.
That would be a 10.
10. And Mudge.
19 for Mudge.
Wow. Alrighty. Brother Rind, what is your dexterity, your agility bonus?
It is a whopping 6. Oh, the bonus is a -1. My score is a 6.
Okay. I was going to say +6 agility bonus. What are you rolling with?
No.
D10s. Mudge, you are up first. There are 6 of these beetles that are rapidly scuttling towards you, click-clacking.
Okay, I will charge into beetle action. And you say there's 6, so
I say there are 6 beetles.
I would, with my mighty deed, I will try to smash one beetle with my cutlass, knock it into another beetle to knock the second beetle prone.
All right. Mudge is going to knock beetles into beetles.
That's the objective.
That's like John and Paul arguing
Oh.
arguing
I
over
need
Yoko.
somebody help.
No,
Yes,
I call this move is called my Ringo. Johnny Ringo move.
You're a star.
No, I'm not. I rolled a 2. Let's forget that
Oh.
ever happened. Nothing. It's horrible.
Even with our deed bonus, we're just too far down.
Oh, well, let me see. I mean, no, so it was, well, yeah, I rolled a 2, and on my deed die, I rolled a 1.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's a 3 plus, what is the total plus there? It's +3. So I rolled a 6 with everything I got. I got a 6.
Not quite.
All right.
And the beetles are up next, actually. So 2 of them are going to go on Brother Rind. 2 of them are going to go on Kent Clark. And 2 of them are going to go on poor Mudge. So, first of all, Brother Rind.
Come on, Mudge.
Oh, maybe not. This is a 11 and a 16.
16 will hit me.
Okay. So, prepare yourself for 5 points of damage from a bite.
Whoa. Do you have one of those pencils with does it have a sharpened? 5. All of mine are pieces of wood, so they don't have points.
Oh,
I
no.
do. 5 points? Okay. I'm still
5
okay.
points.
All right.
Still in the green. Okay. So I'm also gonna need you, since you got hit as it snaps at you with these pincers, to make a fortitude save
Oh.
as the smell of rotten, consumed rutabaga carcasses washes over your nostrils.
How does a 16 do?
A 16 sounds like you plug your nose as soon as you sense the stench coming and are able to fight it off without any ill effect.
Yay!
Good job. Next up, Kent, there are 2 beetles snapping at you. Okay, I have a 10 and a 23.
The 23 is gonna hit.
Oh, really? I bet it just beat your armor. Okay, you're only going to take 3 points from that snap. But I'm going to need you once again, as with Brother Ryan, to make a fortitude save. As the stench of rotting rutabaga assaults your nostrils.
17.
Oh, you guys are masters of the nose plug technique.
We
And
watch
then-
the show a lot.
Yes, indeed, those familiar with Honor Among Thieves knew what to prepare for, but could Mudge prepare for 2 beetles trying to bite his head off?
I hope he can.
Well, with an 8 and a 12, probably.
12's gonna hit.
A 12 will
Mudge
hit.
needs armor.
Yeah, Mudge
Oh,
has
no.
not. I mean, Mudge came off the purple planet. He's in a loincloth.
That's right, that is unfortunate. All right, Mudge, you're only taking 3 points, but again, I need a fortitude save.
Maybe we can fashion some hide armor out of this wire worm if we escape. Or the beetle.
The carapace from the Beatles. Yeah, I like it. All right, fortitude save, my friend.
Yes, fortitude save against the rutabaga stank.
Where's that luck at? Ooh, the luck's down to 6. So here's what I'm thinking.
Okay,
Thinking this. Thinking that I got an 11. I
okay,
don't like 11 as a number, really, in general.
sure.
I'm going to go with a 12 and burn 1 point of luck.
Okay. You burn 1 point of luck for a 12 on your fortitude save,
What I'm doing.
and it is not quite enough
Well,
to
that sucks eggs. And they're
Fight off.
expensive these days.
fight off the impact. And so this stench assails your nostrils, and you begin to double over, retching with the disgusting sensation that fills up your mind and clouds your thoughts and distracts you. You are going to take a -3 on your armor class for the next round, as you are unable to focus on trying to avoid being hit as this smell wafts over you.
So the Girl Scouts can kill me next round then.
Yes,
-3,
but
got it.
Why are we going to be fighting Girl Scouts?
you can answer
Yeah,
that
I'm
question
in the
if you
chat. I
want.
have no idea what's happening. I'm just thinking about Beatles songs, so I'm useless.
The Girl Scouts are very angry because all of their cookies are made in China and they're getting a tariff on them now. And, it's like,
Oh no!
oh,
Poor the Girl Scouts. All right, next up in our order, we have Brother Rind on the tail
All
of
right.
the beetle.
So I was gonna cast magic, but I was looking at Food of the Gods, and it says it's spongy, gray, and bland tasting. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to distract these beetles with that. So instead, all right, I'm gonna call upon the great Sun-Kissed to help me strike this devastating blow. I'm swinging my mace at the nearest beetle. Here it comes. That would be a 17.
Oh, a 17 is definitely going to hit this beetle.
All right, so you can take that, John, and that is going to be good for 3 points of damage.
the power
Ooh.
of juice compels you.
Power of juice.
All right, with 3 points of damage, that is a red beetle on the first one that you thumped.
All right.
So it is looking cracked. The carapace all over is beginning to split, and long ago consumed rutabaga bits and juices are squeezing out from between the cracks.
While my mace gently weaves.
Mhm. Kent Clark, did you were you lucky enough to pick up some kind of like funny thing that you hold in your hand on the purple planet that if you pull a trigger shoots out fire? I didn't get one of those.
I did not.
Thought
I
somebody
think that
got
might have
one.
been
Ecclesius
Ecclesius.
Brickus.
Ecclesius.
That might have been Brickus, huh? Damn it.
Yes.
That strange shaped wand.
Kent Clark, it is
All
your
right.
time.
Yes, well, I'm going to wield my magic mace at the injured beetle first. And I'm hoping that by further shattering the shield, it will break off, and as my mighty deed, it will slice off the head of the next closest beetle with
Okay.
with its armored out stuff.
Yeah, so you're gonna like projectile fling carapace bits as a secondary weapon. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly
Okay.
right.
That's
Okay.
exactly how she put it.
I'm trying to create the visual here. I'm like,
Yep.
All right. Oh, no. No, that is not that's not gonna do anything. Nope. That would be like a 4. I can't even luck my way out of that one.
okay, all right. Well, that is too
My
bad. We're gonna
guitar is
roll.
gently weeping too now.
We're gonna roll back to the top of the order then. So that brings us to Mudge.
All right, Mudgie's gonna do the same thing. I'm
On
gonna
the
try and
yeah.
hit one and slow another one down or whatever, make it prompt.
Yep.
Man, the rolls are hitting high tonight. So I rolled a 4 that time and a 2. So the deed will not go, and that's 6. So that's a 9 to hit this time.
A 9 will not quite do it. The Beatles are going to begin snapping down again. And Brother Rind, I mean, I want to remind that these things have dedicated their, ecological purpose to consuming something that is very important and holy to you, and that might, create some dichotomy with how they interface with your beliefs and the systems of your order. But one of the beetles actually critically fails. The one that you already walloped on is so beside itself, it's snapping away and it's gonna fumble. But
That
the other
one's
one gets
Pete Best.
the other one gets a 23 to hit.
Oh, that will hit.
Oh yes, and so that is gonna do 6 more points. As
Yeah, so you see blood start to pour out of poor brother Ryan from that bite. That really hurt him.
Oh no, Brother Rind! Poor Brother Rind! And I gotta find real quick. I forgot to bookmark it. What spell or what page the fumble table's on? Because we can roll a fumble for this other one. There it is on page 80. Oh geez, Louise. There we go. All right, fumble time. Let's see if you guys can get a break cut real quick. Okay, so the beetle that you cracked and now fumbled spills over and is not going to get an action next round.
Nice.
Then 2 of them try to bite Kent. A 10 and a 20.
Oh, blot, ouch.
Oh, God.
So 20.
Bloody.
5 points on Kent.
Oh,
Oh.
blood. Oh, blood.
Oh,
And then
but life goes on.
Yep, and then Mudge, we got another fumble and a 12, but with your -3 AC, I think the 12 might still be a hit.
Life only goes on if you roll the body successfully.
Right.
Well, you only take 3 more points of damage. So
Cthulhu's killing me. I'm thinking about it.
Actually, Hayden is killing you. Did you get those 3 points
Yeah,
damage?
actually, Cthulhu's trying to save me. Hayden's the one killing me.
Yep. So Mudge, you take 3 points of damage from the bite. But the other beetle also trips but recovers itself, and it doesn't matter. And then I'm gonna need a fortitude save from all 3 of you, as you all took a bite.
What?
As the smell once again wafts over your nostrils,
We all, each one of us got whacked.
each one of you got one.
And
at least
what'd you
one
say
snap.
for me? It was 3.
3 points of damage. Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't fight off that smell anymore. It did get through.
I can't fight that smell anymore.
You got a low roll for Brother Rind.
I'm good. I got a dirty 20.
Oh wow. And
I
then
got a
Mudge.
9.
Okay.
Failure.
All right, so -3 AC for the two of you next turn, but then Brother Rind, you're up again.
All right. I decided that probably you were giving me a hint. I'm going to call upon the great Sunkist to bless my ally. So, Mudge, here you go. I'm just extending the mighty power of the Sunkist to you. 12 plus 4. All right. You will receive a +1 bonus to all of your attack rolls for 1 turn, which should be the rest of this fight. You're welcome.
Is it for
Sunkist.
me?
Yeah, it's for you, Mudge.
Thank you.
Giving it to you.
Thank you. I love it. I could use it. I'm rolling like shit. +1.
You mean feces?
Filth.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's dude, yeah, the pallet of filth. I'm rolling like I own a pallet of filth.
He does own a pallet of filth.
I do.
Kent, turn these beetles into filth.
That's right. All right. I'm praying to Lucy in the sky to help me. And gonna go for the whack that gets anybody standing still. Is it 2? We still have 2, right?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
I don't think we killed a single one.
Didn't you kill one? I thought you did.
He hurt one seriously.
You hurt one.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go with that, hoping that the shards of the first dead one kill the second one. All right. That would be 14 to hit.
That will do it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and my deed was a 3.
That counts.
That's a
Okay.
success. Okay, yeah. So let's get the damage first.
Okay. Ooh, that's 8.
Okay, and so one of the beetles that are on Kent Clark explodes into a shower of chitin, and then you were still trying to do the thing where you blasted into the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna have a bunch of those bits smash into it, and it's gonna make a reflex save to try to avoid being knocked over in the shockwave. And it rolls horribly, and it is down. Well done, Kent Clark. All right, back to the top of the order. Mudge, you're up once more.
All right, I am going straight up berserker. I am channeling my inner Buffalo Bill. Hey, Buffalo Bill, what did you kill? I killed some freaking beetles. So I'm going to try and get my deed die and a crit. And I want an extra attack if I crit this and deed die it.
Extra attack if you crit.
Berserker!
Let's go for it.
I fumbled.
No! All right, let's get the fumble die out. I'm already on the
Yes,
table.
natural 1.
Luckily, you got no armor.
Exactly. So maybe it won't
Yeah,
be
the
so
purple planet something went wrong on the purple planet for Mudge.
Mudge came out feeling weird.
Just a D4.
So it's a D4 on that table?
Yeah, you got
Okay.
no armor.
Yep, I am wearing no armor. So here we go. Hopefully I'm just a laughing stock, like usual.
It's
I
a
rolled a
hard day's
1.
night for Mudge. Oh.
I rolled a 1.
It's all right, Mudge. Your incompetent blow makes you the laughing stock of the party, but otherwise causes no damage. Hey, shake it off. You'll kill a beetle next round.
Take it
But
off.
then the Beatles are up once
Not a
more.
Beatles
But
song.
I know.
luckily, one of them is knocked down for Brother Rind, so it's only one snap at you. And it fumbled again. Wow. So that one tripped and fell. These guys have a pattern going, don't they? Kent, you destroyed one, and the other one tripped from the swing. And then, Mudge, you got 2 on you. Wow.
Guessing that's a critical hit.
Would you believe it if I told you that it was actually 2 critical hits?
Oh, that would be really, really big, ladies and gentlemen. These hits are really, really big.
It's time to roll the body.
Roll the body.
Yeah, well, shoot. Sorry, Mudge. Let's see what we got here. Base damage. We've got, oh my goodness.
Damn right you're sorry. You're one
Okay,
sorry GM.
Don't you
That's,
worry. You got a cleric.
that's right. That's 10 points of damage before the crits.
Oh, you are. Wait a minute. I must relay some information here.
You're only yellow?
No, he's in the black.
Oh no, I should be in the yellow. Yellow.
Yeah, he's in the yellow.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's kind of. To be honest, I'm more like right there, but.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
No, we love it. All right.
But that's before the criticals. He said he
Right.
was going to have some fun critical stuff going on.
Yeah, and then where's the monster
All you
crit?
need is heal.
Where's the monster
Heals. That
crit
is a good
table?
one.
There's a monster crit table, isn't there?
Yeah, all the way in the
I think
back.
Keith might love the Beatles as much as we all do.
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah.
You-
This adventure has been a long and winding road across the universe, from the purple planet to here.
Crud, I need like 10 extra bookmarks for my DCC book so that I can
Page
bookmark all these tables.
392. 392.
Thank you, Martin. Page 392 for the monster crits. All
You
right,
and I
Mudge.
fighting beetles with our
4
maces
and an 8. All right.
in the cave.
Mudge, what weapon are you using?
A cutlass. From the
Okay,
purple
so
planet.
your cutlass swings out of your hand as the beetle grabs it and flings it away, and it lands 10 feet away from you, so you're going to have to go grab it. And
Okay.
then your forearm, your left forearm gets shattered by the other snap, and you take 1 more point of damage from your forearm getting shattered.
Man, I play guitar. I play the lute. I can't have my
Ah.
forearm shattered.
Brother Ryan's going to have to give you your loot vibes back. All right, I think it's time for some and then I need a fortitude save.
What did you say? I don't think
From the
lute is a woodwind
smell.
I don't think the lute's a woodwind instrument.
Oh, really?
Okay, the rolls keep on coming. I rolled a 5. That's a 7.
All right, your AC is still down because your forearm is shattered, your cutlass is gone, and the smell is overwhelming. Brother Ryan, what are you going to do about this?
Oh, I'm going to rush over. I'm rushing over to my companion Mudge, and I'm praying to the great God Sunkissed, and I'm laying on hands. Here we go. All right, that looks good. That's a 19. What is your alignment?
I am a neutral.
All right, I am lawful, so we are adjacent.
Choo-choo-ka-choo.
I am adjacent. You get two dice back.
Oh, you are adjacent. You are adjacent. I rolled a freaking 1. Okay.
You get 2 dice. You get one
I
more.
got it. I rolled a 1 and a 4. So solidly back to yellow now.
Welcome to the club.
All right, and we could follow up on this next round, but you feel a tugging at the back of your mind, Brother Ryan. The great Sunkissed is beginning to peek through, and it's saying, "Use me. I will smite these monstrosities. Please, my son." Kent Clark.
Okay.
Kent Clark, go. You've
Okay,
got
all right,
you've
I'm
got a
going
beetle.
for it again. Let me finish them. Finish them. Oh, that deed is not going to do it. But it's a 12 to hit.
Get some that's not going to do it.
Oh.
Back to the top of the order, Mudge.
Man, Mudge has got to do something.
You have a weapon? You going to get your cutlass, or are you just, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, you're unarmed.
No, I've got a
Stick.
no, I've got a razor. I've got a razor as a dagger, actually 2 razors as daggers that I
Oh.
got off of Floyd the Barber when he died.
Yeah.
Yep, so I'm gonna take a straight razor and slice the beetle. baby. That is what I'm talking about. So I rolled a nat 20.
There we go.
Critical hit plus a hit on the deed. And straight razor,
You say it's your birthday.
straight razor is that's 3 damage. So that's 6 damage. So that is 8 damage total. Strength modifier.
All right. And the beetle is sliced to ribbons by the awesome power of Mudge. So well done. You have one less beetle on you. And now the beetles are back up. I think that we had one of Brother Ryan's fall over. Oh, that's a 6. So I think Brother Ryan is good. And then I think we had one on the others. So Mudge.
I am good.
That is a 5. Man, here my rolls go getting bad. And
5 won't hit.
8 for Kent. All right, Brother Rind, you
All right.
are back.
I believe I was getting a message from beyond. I believe that the great and holy Sunkist in the part of my judge was giving me a hint to call on divine aid. So I will ask the great Sunkist to smite my foes that would eat these rutabagas, these helpless vegetables. And here we go. I'm going to roll for this divine aid. All right, it's not bad. That is going to be a 17 as I beseech ye, Sunkist.
All right, and you, with
my
a divine aid, with the divine aid, the disapproval range on you goes up by quite a bit for the rest of today, but the great Sunkist is telling you in the back of your mind, it's okay. Sometimes you need a little help from your friends. And then he asks you to turn to page 97 and says, I know just the cleric spell for you, my son, that I will channel in this moment to aid you. And he takes your 17 and transfers it right over to a turn unholy result on the turn unholy table and says, these beasts will never again feast on our beautiful holy food, the rutabaga. And you hear shrieking as the beetles are terrified by the overwhelming and beautiful presence of the great Sunkist, blasting a ray of sunlight from the walls of the cavern, and the beetles flee away into the darkness.
The Beatles actually fled the screaming of disco.
Then they flee not into the darkness, but they flee out the mouth of the cave, running away from these lands and, doing a hop and a skip over to somewhere where the great Sunkiss might not bother them anymore.
I have a feeling that when Brother Ryan was calling on divine aid, it went something like this. Don't let me down.
And I was getting ready to say, let's leave this cave and why don't we do it in the road?
Oh, there you go.
Road.
All right. Nice magicking and faithing, Brother Rind, and nice swinging the rest of the warrior crew. Now it is time for our last segment of the night where we see who survived our misadventures, and we call it Roll the Body.
It's time to roll the body. It's time to roll the body.
All right, everybody in DCC, when you die, everybody, you get a chance to roll the body, and if you roll underneath your luck score, then you are maybe going to survive, and everybody can give you some time to restabilize and then figure out what you're going to do now that you got horribly maimed. Today is the 6th, so I think I am going to roll a d10 and add however much I get to 6, and you got to roll under that as your target for your luck score for today. And I rolled a 9, so roll underneath a 15, guys. Roll underneath a 15. And then show me on your hero pin if you survived or were taken away.
Ta-da!
And we got an all-green group, folks. Well, thank you, as always, for tuning into Honor Among Thieves. It was really great to see everybody again. Hopefully, by the next time I see you, my place of residence will be much less blurry, and you can see as I would like to see what's in front of me. But
Perfect.
until we get there, and until that next show in 2 weeks, because we love doing these bi-weekly, where can people find us, Kate?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. On Instagram, we're at Gaming Honors RPG.
Okay. Where else, Martin?
On Facebook at Honor Your Game.
And I will leave the last one open to Andrea or Lance, whoever wants to grab it first. Andrea.
Sign up for our newsletter at gaminghonors.com.
All right. Thanks, everybody. It was great to see you. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Until then, have a good couple weeks. Have a good night.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.